So one thing I would like to go over is, well, this server would be a wonderful server, especially with staff that's always wanting to talk to everyone, figure out what's going on, and stuff like that. That always tells me that might be a good server. The only downside to this server that I don't like, and actually there's a couple, so I shouldn't say only, it should be the only few or couple things, not the only thing, but that is going to be the amount of loot that I'm finding is a lot of like clothing. Uh-oh, please say I didn't trap myself in here. Okay, good, I didn't. Is mainly clothing. There's not enough weapons spawning in. Okay, good, there's a weapon there. Make me look like I'm eating my words, man. Love that. But let's go ahead and switch out here. Go to the AK. Drop me a couple zombies. Hello? That is a heady. Thank you. I think he's actually dead. Yeah, he is. That should have been a double kill, but I'll take it. He is just stuck glitched. And I think I should have... Yeah, I do have a reload. But one of the things is, there is a crap ton of zombies. I love that, actually, to be honest. Zombies means you're not going to be as bored. Okay, I don't know about that stopping an AK round, but I digress. Oh, one's getting a little on the closer side here. Oh, didn't kill him. Don't know how that registers a miss, but we'll take it. Alright. Back to what we were doing. Sorry, guys. It was taking a second because of that. Let's get rid of this SSG right quick. As you can see, this is the outfit and gear I'm in. I still have the spawn pants. I have this. I didn't find a lot of the other stuff. Too much NBC was being spawned in the other day when I was here. And someone else already ran through the airfield. And what I was actually talking about, which you guys didn't get to see that video because I was going to upload it. But I was trying to keep it within a certain percentile of stuff. But pretty much, guys, you can see we did find an AK over there. But then, like, here is kind of empty. I can't really jump high enough there to show you. Kind of empty. This is another military area. This is actually technically industrial because it sets in an a military zone. It can spawn military loot. So, like, this. Okay, that is actually wonderfully amazing to find compared to some of the other stuff I have found. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this. Which, by the way, throwing this here will count it as in the map till it despawns. So if you actually set things to take a long time to despawn, that is actually going to be another thing that will hinder your server's availability to doing this. But we are going to get rid of this other stuff that's not needed in my inventory right quick. Pretty much, if we went over everything here, which, coming off of a server that I felt pretty okay on to the admins were really bad, right? / owner was really bad. To this one, the owner actually seems a little more reasonable. And I've been trying to work with him with doing my code, but he keeps giving, well, wait till I get, and when he says that, a test server up. He really doesn't need to wait because he can easily download the code and just, you know, like put it in a backups file under his computer and then upload my code to give it a test on this server directly. Give it about, we'll say, a couple days test. There we go. So now we're actually finding some guns. But give it a couple days test and then see what he feels about it. Because you got to remember, everything here has to despawn first and refresh before everything comes in. But I've done my own code. There'll be like 4 toxic zones only, which I know they were trying to say they want to get rid of it, but the toxic zones actually can add a little bit of change into the game, and this needs to be a little bit better placed because you can see it's literally floating. Immersion broken! I'm kidding, I ain't gonna really gripe about that, guys. It's literally a little bit more harder to do like pre-place stuff and edited and all of that, where it's like modified like placements that usually wouldn't be there. Hence, i.e., they made this little like castle like down here. I hear flies. Right, but to show you, if I do this, there is like a couple randoms on, 3 to be exact. Which means it's not really the smartest thing to be on the airfield like this, but screw it. So I've run around this entire airfield yesterday, and literally the only things I had was what you've seen on me, along with the pants, which I have not found any, like, multicam pants or BDUs. spawning here, which is kind of oofed. But the code I did give the owner to this will actually spawn, like, Frostline gear. And when I say Frostline, you guys will know it by Sakal because of the fact of, like, for some reason, the developers will say Lavinia, but then in the files itself will say Enoch. And then Chinaris actually is Chinaris, which is actually really good. I'm glad they stuck with that. But then Frostline, when you download that DLC, instead of downloading Frostline in the map saying Frostline, it says Sakal. Right? Which is very, very oofed in that manner again. But the tents that would normally be down here on this end of the airfield is where one of the toxic zones is. I can go ahead and point that out since I'm already here looking at it. I made the big tents down there, toxic zone. I made... It's all usually military areas, but there's only 4 zones on the entire map. I made sure in the coordinates there's only 4 zones in the coordinates. There's always only 4 toxic zones, and they despawn every things like 29 minutes, and then at the top of 30 minutes is when it will respawn back. So that way everything spawning in there will continuously be good and well to go. Alongside like making sure everything is nicely boosted. I flipped some of the spawns. I'm still working on the code to still flip a couple things here and there, basically to be it. And when I say that, like I'm flipping, we'll say the M4 spawns back in the military like they should be, but then I'm taking the AUG, and I'm gonna throw the AUG into toxic zones. Oh, this suppressor must not have been it, buddy, because it's already basically shooting loud again. But it will be flipped back. Actually, is that multi-cam pants? No, it's just a shirt. And you can see it is spawned a little bit. Oh, no, it's just, I guess, graphics there. I was going to say it already ruined a little bit because you can see, like, on the sleeve here, it looks, like, smudged in this area, but that also could just be the way it's laying. That's why I was going to say that. Good, we got another AK. Nice. That's actually pretty good that that's doing like that, man. The other day I ran through here and there was absolutely nothing. Which means it's taken a really long time for when people come in pre-loot. It's taken a really long time for stuff to spawn in, which means it's the official spawn rate. And that's not actually a good thing to have. So yes, they can swim. Technically. Come on. Technically swim. And I don't know about firefighters stopping that bullet like that. The AK should be one-tapping these guys without a problem like that. Oh, there he is. I was like, I know I hear him to the right somewhere. There we go. And you can see here, there's nothing on this infected except for maybe a helmet. Right? And if I go around and loot all the infected, you'll kind of see something like that. And the reason for this is because he didn't modify what spawns in the infected inventories, and I didn't do all of them. I don't think I touched firefighter or, like, military zombies, which means they'll still be kind of like this. But for the most all, the undead in the game, in towns and cities, will most likely have more food and drink, so you're able to have a higher chance at surviving. So the game actually becomes what it's intended, a survival, but also a PvP for the server. Because the dude wants it to be a PvP server. If I'm PvPing, I don't want to starve completely to death, right? Especially with another player who just wants to go in PvP intentions and not have any food on them, which means if I'm trying to actually survive, it's going to be kind of pointless. So having zombies spawn with a little bit of food inside them, a lot higher chances, same with drinks, is phenomenally a better server overall. And again, if I wanted... Nice, spawn out of nowhere, bud. If I wanted to go play the official feel, I would actually just go play officials, right? If I'm coming onto a player server, I wanted to have a little bit more relaxation, meaning it's not as uptight. Alright, I'm going to climb in the back of this truck. Get wrecked, zombie. Miss me. Trash, garbage, swing. But, if I wanted the official feel, I would have just played official, right? I wouldn't be over here on these. These, I want a relaxed feel to it. A lot more relaxing. Right? Something where I still feel like, okay, I gotta survive. but I don't want to have to be here like starving every 5 seconds or, something like you do on official, where you really have to get down to the super nitty gritty of things. Let's actually loot up these little things here. I noticed he has Humvee spawns, but they're not that well at spawning it. More jackets. Alright, so we do get more guns. That's actually really good. I ain't gonna loot everything here. But if he would just implement my code, man, it would be so much better, bro. He needs to lower the percentage to the NBC stuff just by a little bit, for the fact of, like, we need, like, okay, I've seen pants, but it's NBC, like, NBC pants. None of the multicam, none of the other stuff that we actually quite need, because you can see I'm still in basically my spawn pants here. There we go. And I can tell you, not having loot spawn in enough is one thing that can prevent players from wanting to play on your server. Especially when they're coming over to this, they don't want to feel that official rate feel. They want to have a more relaxing feel, where they're trying to get into that PvP a bit more without the repercussions of the official, like, you die, you're fucked, right? They want to be able to come back in and enjoy the game, right? Doesn't mean make it where it's like completely screwed on your PvP. Just kind of balance it a little bit, right? Is kind of what all you need to do. Oh, nice military belt. I will definitely take that because my character needs it. And then learning what medications are useful in a server is also something here. So, like, I should very rarely see this epinephrine, for the fact of a lot of people don't play this game enough to learn what each medication does. So all epinephrine does for you is, like, if you're running and your stamina goes down, right, hence this one's not, that's what epinephrine is for. Epinephrine is to let you run longer. It's adrenaline booster, pretty much. That's why it's called it's like adrenaline shot or something like that in the code. Morphine is used for pain. That's why it's usually called painkiller or morphine injector, I believe, in the code. But pretty much it is just to remove pain. So, like, if you break a leg or you hurt yourself, you can actually take the morphine injector to help kind of subside that pain, to continue living and continue going on with your character without, like, anything making you be, like, this slow. Because of pain, you'll be able to, like, go back at least to a jogging pace at least. Chlorine tablets are used to purify water. So if you grab water out of a lake or something, or you have a friend where there's only one water bottle between you two, like, we'll say one of these, right? And let's say you're out surviving, it's halfway full, your friend drank out of it and he's sick. Chlorine tablets can remove the sickness from the bottle, meaning, like, if you drink after your friend that's sick, you're going to get sick. It's going to decontaminate the bottle when you drop a chlorine tablet into it. So that way you're able to combine them, drop it in, let it purify your water, and then you can drink it. And you won't get sick after your friend. Same as, like, if you're doing that. And if you're wondering here, there's actually supposed to be a wall/door here, but this is a modified building, so they added it in and didn't, like, put everything in completely proper, which means I should be able to just walk through any wall that's not showing up, right? So that's something that needs to be looked at, and for them to practice on a little bit more. Oh, I heard a gunshot, and it was out that way. But we're going to continue running down. Modifying, like, servers is actually pretty cool when it comes to, like, modifying, like, custom buildings, but I think, like, servers need to be a little smarter about it. And the reason I say a little smarter, I'm not saying that to be a complete dick. I'm saying that to be, like, some people overdo their modifications, especially to military zones and other places like that, right? They need to be a little bit more forgiving, meaning don't put like 40 million different things on the airfield itself. Yes, people love the airfield for PvP. But at least give it that little bit of mod, but it's not like too far gone, right? Let it feel normal. Now, if you're saying like some buildings are missing or loot places for people to loot up, okay, yeah, go ahead and add that. But if it's going to be like, we're adding 50 million towers here and blah, like I've seen like over on other servers where they'll take like the really big towers and then have them be like even bigger beyond belief. Like they look smaller on screen, but when you get in there, like a stairwell is basically your height and character and all that. No. Okay, just no. Make it feel normal, like these buildings are. Maybe you can add one to the center, maybe one over there, maybe one somewhere over there, right? But not too many. You can take even those towers, put a couple in, but don't make them too many. Make them correct, right? Add more like hangars and tents and stuff like that for people to loot up on and have a better way of getting loot than overpopulating it to the point where it's a jumbled mess on the airfield. That's the same with Belota. Belota, I feel, can use a little bit more military tents, so if I actually was to suicide, try to get a Belota spawn or near it and run to it, you would see like the feel that it has and where like you can put certain things to actually make it a little better for military loot, and then you have to actually properly add it in so like stuff spawns on in the tents and in the buildings that you're doing, because you have to add it to the actual main loot pool. But apart from that, it is, yeah, it's pretty okay. Like I said, the server's not horrible, but yesterday I just had a really bad, like, taste in my mouth when literally all I got was, like, this, maybe one AK, one other gun that someone else already found and looted and dropped on the ground, so it wasn't like I found it. And, stuff like that. So, like, this actually looks pretty okay. This right here for a modded thing actually looks really good. Now, does stuff actually spawn in it? Because if they just added these to the file, but didn't go through every other file actually indicating that stuff should actually spawn here, then stuff will not spawn here. Because, yes, it's classified under the coding as military, but if you don't actually go in and set it up, it won't. Okay, so I think they've done, like, custom spawns like this. Which, by the way, you can actually do custom spawns where these are already attached to this. So I wouldn't have to go AK and then come over here and go attach and then, attach, right? You can actually spawn them to actually spawn how they normally would in the game. But yeah, pretty much like that, and then you would just go through and do the other stuff. But yeah, that ain't too bad. Plate carrier, so we actually get like... Right, here's another thing to go over. Tetracycline, this cures sicknesses, by the way, guys. So I'll actually take that on me, even though I don't really need it, but we'll take it. We'll take this M4 suppressor, we'll take 2 mags, and hopefully we can actually get an M4 here in a second. I will take the pouches, so we're going to clip the pouches to my plate carrier art. Sorry about that, guys. Had to take a call. Uh, do. Alrighty, what time is it actually? It is 1:53. But as you can see, like, they are trying to do their best at adding stuff in. I will give them that. But I hope, for the living hope, that we don't have the smoke ring around the trader anymore. They might have removed that. And is that what I think it is? Hold on. Because they have a rule that you're not supposed to have a base inside of military. And if this is what I think it is, I believe it is their custom. Like, one of the custom bases they made. And someone chose to have a custom base here. Or this is them testing out on how they're going to build the custom. Which, I mean, it doesn't look horrible. But it could have been done a little better. Because, I mean, if you think about it, a car tent's not going to fit here. And, I mean, there is a top floor as well. As you can see, we can go up. But a car tent isn't going to fit in this. And a large tent is barely going to fit. I would have to, like, set it this way, right? And try to finagle it where you can still go around it. So I'm hoping this isn't how the size of their actual customs. But this kind of looks like what one of their customs is. And to me, that ain't really that good, man. Like, I like the weapon rack idea. Maybe if it's actually interactable so you can put weapons onto it would be actually very cool. But at the end of the day, this is just a big nope for me. And that's why I was trying to go over my own custom base design with them. And they're like, oh, sorry, no. You have to choose one or two. And then, literally, like, they're like, after we wipe the server, like, I guess they're wiping everything off of it to re-implement stuff. Because this is kind of like their test, I guess, in a way. They're just testing everything. Is going to be oofed a little bit that way. But you're going to have to pay real money, meaning donate, to the server in order to get your own customized base. Meaning, like, not the customs, like, one or two. But, like, if you want to build the custom in your own way, like, you tell them, this is the type of custom I want, this is how exactly it's going to be built, you will have to pay real money for that. And that is going to leave it as a pay-to-win, and I just don't like pay-to-wins being that way. Especially in DayZ. Because if someone can donate, which I'm glad they're trying to look for ways to profit from the server in order to keep, like, being able to move the server forward, but they should not do it through, like, donation rates like that to doing, like, pay-to-win stuff. They should just make it where maybe you get a little bit more money because you donated, you get more Discord cash so you can actually buy stuff through the trader. Or you get free trader loot that you got to go pick up in a truck and still have to transport back. And it's not safe, as in the safe area is inside the green zone, right? The safe area being trader. But once you leave trader, if someone kills you and gets your items, they should be A-okay with getting that. Because that's how PC servers are ran. That's how Arma 2 DayZ servers used to be, right? As in Arma 2 DayZ mod servers. That's how those used to be. So, being able to go in, grab trader, and then, you know, leave, and then once you leave the trade zone, it's open and fair game. Make people have to pull up in the car to pick up whatever they're getting that way. through, like, you know, if they donated. Or, again, you know, cash, to where they can have the donation, where they, after they donate, they get a little bit of cash that they're able to use onto the server itself. So we're going to do that, so the zombie can't actually get in here. And be able to do stuff like that, man. Like, you know, keep it Survivor-esque, but also make sure everything is nice and well-rounded. And the loot being nice and well-rounded. Got some extra boots over here. Don't want them. It's the Willies, which is the work boots. But, I mean, as far as everything goes, you guys can see I'm surviving pretty okay. I did run out of water, so I'm going to have to find a town that has a well. Their food, they give you candy canes, which is actually good. I did change that to being red candy canes, by the way, whenever he does implement the code, if he does. Just because I think the red candy canes would look better. Just the original candy cane look. As far as everything goes, I believe I actually have a thing where the knife could actually be holstered in with the spawn. It isn't, you know, out here taking up cargo space. So everything I've added was actually pretty good. The only thing I didn't see, like, is an actual M4A1 being up there at the military. I found AKs, I found AUGs, just no M4. And if he hasn't updated the M4s, they spawn in the contaminated zone, so I'll have to go to a contaminated zone to go get it. That's one thing I disliked about one of the updates to DayZ. They updated the game to the point where they made the M4 spawn in military, and then they completely changed it when they brought the other thing, instead of just adding the new guns to it, or even some of the unreleased guns, working on them to actually bring them into the game, to add those to toxic zones. So, yeah, it's a big oof in that manner. But let's get out of the military and just run over here for a minute, and then I'm going to be plopping off the server. As you guys can see, I am kind of dying due to water. Like, I have no thirst here, and I have nothing to drink. And all the zombies I murdered did not drop a single thing to drink. And as I'm saying, survival in this is a little bit harder. And I don't even have any chlorine tablets, which means I can't go to a creek and just drink the water. So that's oof. So maybe I can find something to drink down here in this little itty-bitty town that's down here. And actually, this really isn't the smallest town. It's actually quite medium in size. So let's grab a drink, or hopefully there is a well down here. I don't remember where all the wells of the map are, so I mean, I'd have to run around and just kind of carefully groom through this in order to actually see if there is one, or B, hopefully I can run into a building and get a drink. Another thing that used to be in DayZ that I guess they might have changed, or server owners just completely haven't, like, re-brought back in, and that's going to be, like, these little garden areas used to have seeds and drinks and food. Like, you would find potatoes or something like that in these, and you would actually be able to find, like, canned Sprite or cola or anything like that, which actually is Spike Cola here. It's not Sprite, but basically it's Sprite just renamed to Spite. Cola is basically Coca-Cola just renamed to Nada Cola, and, you know, stuff like that. But my lord, boys, we are not finding drinks all that well. And that's why another reason of downloading my files would actually really help him, because there'd be a lot more food, a lot more drinks spawning in throughout the town, so people could have a little modest higher version of being able to survive. Because if I died of hunger on stream, man, that's going to make me look like a pleb. But also, like, when it's not spawning in and not being in the zombie's inventory, there's not much I can really do about that. Oh, I missed. There we go. Come on, Zeddy. What? He's bugged. I'll just look away right quick, because I know he ain't coming to me. Oh, he actually made it by. It took you like 4 tries, but there we go. There's a jacket, if I wanted it. Well, actually not a jacket, that's a hat. My bad. Don't listen to me, boys, on that. Paramedic. Okay, there might actually be a well here, because there's a hospital. Wells can sometimes be near hospitals or the police departments. So we'll give a little look right quick, but you can see nothing on the infected. Nothing on the infected. This right here is a hospital, by the way, guys. That was actually 3 shots right into the zombie. Don't know how they just missed completely. Charcoal tablets help settle your stomach. Almost forgot about those, so good thing some spawned in here. Sometimes you get med kits, saline, stuff like that. Actually, saline's good. There's another bandage. I'll take that, definitely. Don't need morphine. It's a painkiller. Don't need painkillers at the moment. Okay, NBC mask filter, which means you're going to be able to go in NBC zones just for a little bit till the filter basically breaks, so you do got to watch those. More charcoal tablets, don't really need them. Alright. Make sure he dies. So there we go. So there's a battery. Food, don't need food, but I'll take it. Right, because I'm kind of having to take it. But I need a drink, and there's a well. Right there, my boys. Like I said, near PDs and near the other stuff is usually a good spot to find these. Let's go ahead and pull out our water bottle. Let's crouch walk over. Just to make sure we're not, like, collecting any of the undead here. Fill bottle. Oh, please stop. Please stop. Do not walk all the way over here. Okay, he's not. Let's drink. Uh-oh. Oh, he's gonna spot me here in a second. So is that one. Yep. Knew it. 2. 1. Make sure. And you're dead. Nice. So I ain't gonna die to thirst. I do hear another zombie. What? He took 3. Alright. Let's go ahead and finish out doing what we were doing. Let's drink us a good form of water here. So we're going to drink pretty much basically this whole water bottle. Realistically, a person can drink a whole water bottle, and it shouldn't, like, really hurt me. Or say I'm full. Because realistically, I could chug, like, a bottle and a half to 2 bottles whenever I get actually thirsty in real life. So that should not do anything to my stomach. There we go. Let's see. Let's go ahead and eat that crackers or chips or whatever. Yep, it's crackers. Let's eat some animal crackers, my dudes. Get my food up as far as that's gonna go, and right here's a PD. So we'll actually probably log out in this PD. We're not gonna base in here because it's against rules to do so, but we're probably gonna log out here. Just because I know it's getting like 2, 3 o'clock-ish, which means I need to start making sure I get ready for my in-review. Blue. We'll leave that open. Let's loot this up right quick, and then we're going to have to cut the stream here. But, yeah, pretty much as you guys can see, like... Okay, there we go. There's another M-lock with mag in it. I'll definitely take that. I'm going to take the pistol suppressor in case I get something for that. Drop the M-lock on the ground. Okay, which means I could possibly get something in here that might take the pistol suppressor. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Nope. Like, how many guns have we seen so far, guys, in this that's not a military is the best question there to basically ask you guys on that. Oh, here we go. Make sure. And we are looking clean. Let's head on down. Now, when this actually breaks... Okay, there was 2 guns. I forgot about the shotgun there. So we had a pistol and a shotgun that spawned in. Nothing on the infected. Nothing on the infected, as you guys can see. It's quite oofed. see. Okay, so there's nothing in here. It's been a very big minute since I've also seen a car. We've been in the military, have not seen a car that way. We're just going to see if we can get some colas right quick so I'm not wasting my water bottle right off rip whenever my thirst does start going back towards the down section. And I'm going to say no, but you can see we got a lot of, you know, raincoats and that stuff. But again, even in military, I found no BDU pants, no multicam pants. So it's kind of oofed. And then here we go. Protective case, and it's yellow already. That's not a good sign. Completely. Let's go ahead and open this. We do have the knife to do so. Combine, and we're just going to do it right here near the well. Ba-doop. There we go. So technically I'm in white. Everything's white. We are basically surviving now. Oh, he ran at the last second, dude. You seen that, right, boys? Alright. So, yeah. Pretty much it's big oofed when it comes to some servers, the way they set things up. Like I said, it's not bad. It's not a horrible server. It's just something I see, like, things do need to be fixed in. And again, he has my... Thanks, zombie. Thanks, game. Thanks, both. He does have my code, so he is able to, like, completely fix it out so they don't have this issue. Not gonna worry about that. I don't hear a zombie. And I just heard footsteps. Hold up. Hold on, boys. Let's... That is a zombie. But what I heard over there was not. So let's get a clean view right quick. Let's back up and reset. Let's get the AUR, the AUG out here. And let's reset to the top of here a little bit here. Oh, I heard a fly. And... if anything, he's going to be over there where he heard the gunshots. He's going to be kind of slowly moving that. Let's work our way around. And just take a quick old gander. Because, I mean, it could have been a zombie, but I didn't hear zombie roars or the usual, like, dead, like, that they make. All we heard was footsteps, which means that could have been a player. So that's why we're just kind of migrating with the big flank here. Oh, hi Zed. Don't roar, don't roar, don't roar. And he roared. That's quite yikes. Alright. Oh, we got a lot of Zeds here. We're going right back around real quick. Let's pull the zombie hordes. That way it just sounds like a zombie horde running this way. And seems to be that unless he's in a building, there is nobody here. That's a zombie I killed. Alright. Nobody here. So it must have been a zombie. Unless he's like in that building, and then he's going to hear all the zombies outside of him, man. It's going to be oofed for him. But there we go. We can work our way back up to the airfield if we wanted, or any other route. We're just going to go through any other route, and we're going to head out of town going to our left here. And right here, as you guys can see, we're in Bloop. Actually, I'm going to go check up here. Because this isn't where we're based at on this server. I don't even know if he pulled in our base, because I basically told him, like, go ahead and just, like, give him, the like, someone else the leadership of my group and stuff like that. But, as you guys can see, pistol loot. That. But I actually used to have a base on a different server over on this area because of... I'll show you why. Okay, see how big this area is? Oh, I'm not using my suppressed weapon. Let's use the suppressed one. Oh, never mind. Alright, drop it on the ground. And we're gonna go with the pistol. Come here, big boy. 3, 2, 1. Just making sure. Good old crowbar. We'll just close this right quick. Because what that's going to do is, as long as these are closed, it's like that. Because you can stick a wall up right here that blocks both of these doors. And the only door they're going to come through is right there for the extra door. So you can block this off and then block that off. And you have all this space to build your base inside of. Right? Like, loot-wise. You can put your tents and stuff in here. And then you would be able to go this way. Right? And then run over here. We're just going to kind of pop the zombie in the head. Right? And then right here is another exact area like that. And it's this door here. As you guys can see, this has no way out. It's just an office. We'll close that. You would just throw up a wall between here and make your door right there. Right? Make a gate that goes right here between this, which also has doors that can close. So you would be like right here, stick your gate up, you know, that people have to blow through, yada yada. Oh, I didn't kill him. How you gonna tell me that? How you gonna tell me those are misses, brother? I know those aren't misses. Let's reload. Like right here, that's a headshot. Same. Just wants to be dumb about it. Come here. Or die. Over there, that's fine too. Alright. Zagorki. Don't need a flashlight. And I will take that. Alright. Just to show you guys initially what you guys could do. Maybe. If I find all the stuff. If I find some rope, I'll definitely do it. But. So, that's the two buildings. Like that. There's actually more than just that one. These two. There's that one back there. So you can literally have 1, 2, 3 loot bases, right? With like your food, your drinks, you know, all of that. And then what you do is you would seal off this garage. There we go. Seal off this garage, and then you could have like an actual base being in here, but there's a barrel. I don't think anyone actually has been here, so we're just going to go ahead and pick this up and walk our way this way with it. Because again, you can actually do your own little bases and stuff, but we're going to place it right here under the stairwell and open it. Actually, I will take this sharp item and craft it into a fire barrel, because what that's going to do is allow me to go get like firewood, the kindling and stuff, and make this into a area you can actually turn into a fire to dry yourself off with and shit. And look at there, now it's no longer a ruined barrel of any type. It has now become a cool barrel. Game, why are we having issues placing this now? That is kind of weird. It's not letting me place. And then when it turns gray, that's definitely not a placeable area. Do I need to be like really far away? Like have it way back? Oh, I can't place them. Wait a minute. Hold up. Let's open it. Close it. So, the server owner disabled fire barrels. That's not good, because fire barrels isn't what people use to boost. As you can see, you can walk through it. Oh, that's oofed, my dude. So I'm no longer gonna have that barrel after a restart or so. Yikesy daisy. Because what people use to boost ain't even that. It's actually, I don't have a shovel. You stack garden plots on top of each other. And you can use that to jump. Oh, hi there, bud. I'll definitely welcome this back into my inventory. Good old, that. And we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this pistol, man. I already used up its mag. This one. And most of this one. Actually, all of it. So it has no ammo anyway, so we'll just toss it. Oh, hell yeah, big boys. Actually, I can show you guys the base crafting stuff, because this. Oh, someone already used this truck. Oh, someone already building here? And the flags don't need to spawn in here, man. Because if everybody's going to have, like, a faction, they need their own flag. Let's see. Pull this out. This out. Those can stay. The raincoat comes out. And the version I have will give you guys some of these automatically. Planks and logs. It does not give you any metal. It just gives planks and logs in that slot. And I think it's only like 30, like 20 logs and like 30 planks or something like that. It won't be a crap ton. The next thing it does need to get removed out of here is these, the wooden crates, because wooden crates actually create server issues. So that's why you don't want to have these come with like wooden crate containers. Give them each one of these like the barrels and then screw off with the wooden crates. And that will actually make everything like 400 times better, by the way, guys. But we do have gas for this, which is good. There is a shovel, so we'll definitely take a hammer. We'll definitely take a shovel. Okay. Actually, we could just use this whole truck. Hold on. We'll just use this whole truck. Because we can do this. We don't need this on me. We drop that to the ground. Take the hammer, throw it in here for a second. We can throw this in here so I can clear up my inventory a bit here. I think the person who was going to build here might have died nearby. I hear flies every now and then. That's why I'm saying that. We'll take the full candy cane, stick it in there, because I do have my half one there. We'll stick 2 M4 mags in here, or whatever mag we're going to use. Actually, my AUG, I think, can actually use those too as well. So we'll stick the AK in here, and we're actually going to test that. Because I believe the AUG can actually... No, is it not clippable onto this? No, it is not. Okay. I was off about that. That's fine, we'll do that. We'll do this. Give myself extra inventory space is why I'm doing this. We'll also put the tactical bacon in there. I don't have the night vision NVG goggles. I do have the strap, but I don't have the goggles itself, and those stay there. So what we're going to do is go pouch, jacket, 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 and pouch. Like that. Which leaves the cargo areas being for actual cargo, which is good. Boop. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we are going to need some sticks and stuff, so we're actually going to go ahead and grab this back out, which, by the way, is already not looking good. Let's grab it from here, so we're going to do this tree. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just going to do this. Actually, was there an axe in there? No, there wasn't. There's a shovel. So I do have to use the hatchet for this, sadly. So chop those down, which does give us firewood. We need the bush, wherever it's at. Let's just gather firewood, dark bark. So that bush is not one I can do that. There we go, long stick. That's what we need. Come here, you. And we are going to combine, and we're going to actually split this to get sticks. There we go. To my inventory, which actually will go, it requires 8. Really? Game. Pouches. Technically, I could clip this to my backpack, right? Oh no, because not all backpacks get it, because this one I don't think does. If we go to the backpack right quick, the tack belt, yeah, no it doesn't. It gets just that. Pick this up, combine to my inventory. Let's go to my inventory, pick this up, and we'll drop it over here for now. Just because I'm going to show you guys here in a minute what you guys can do with this. So we're just going to have to lay these over by this. That way they're out in the open and I can kind of see them very nicely. We are going to come over to this, and we are going to add in this to that, and that should help out with that a little bit. Sadly, it's not placeable for some really weird reason, but that'll be fine. Let's go and attach some of the base building stuff to us, like this shovel. We'll definitely grab ourselves an axe, a hatch, not axe, hammer. Oh, I'm hearing movement. Hold on. Okay, that's a zombie. I know in here was clear. Nobody up there. Good thing there wasn't, because my gun got tucked for a second. So he's like really set zombies to respawn super close to players. By the way. Just figured I'd FYI everybody on that. And what time is it? 2:26. Alright. Let's go through and take a quick look. I might have to go to the town below for a second, because what I need to do is look for specific items. Example, shirts, pants, and get me some rags right quick. And hopefully that player doesn't... Oh, big boy. And you go through the broken fence. Alright, now we can kind of speed up just a little bit before touching this bush. That way, in case he does run over, he won't see me through the bush. Alright, now we can kind of stand up, start making our way down here, and you can see it is turning nighttime. Which means every one of the zombies down here is going to be respawned back in. Let's start walking now. That way I don't, like, just insta-trip into, like, a million zombies. They usually won't come into houses unless they hear you, so that's why I don't mind, like, leaving it open. Because inevitably, I'm going to make a fence kit, and I'm going to build this one wall, add the fence kit down somewhere, add logs to it, and just if somebody wants to take it over, they can. It's not going to be mine. There's not a cola. Nice. Again, we're looking for things to cut up. So, clothing. Not that, though. Alright, the next house we go to, I gotta stay in till it turns daytime. And I have no clue, because I don't remember how long nighttime stays on this. I hear you. Alright, he's right there. Looking the opposite way. Just walk really slowly this way. Okay, let's be really slow with this. Nighttime also means it's harder for them to see you as well, so... Yeah, we're not seeing anything, so I might have to, like, log and wait till daytime. Intercorf, nice. Yeah, let's log and wait till daytime. And for you guys, it'll probably be after I, you know, get back from the interview. Because it is 2:31, so basically so we got about an hour and a half before I need to actually completely start getting ready to get to my interview at 5. But yeah, a few things to touch on. Just raise the loot a little bit. Because as I was saying, like, in towns, you can kind of see I walked around, not really much throughout the different houses I went. I didn't go into every single one on stream, but you guys get the idea. Lack of weapons, like we found what, a pistol and a shotgun. And then clothing in most places, apart from there when I was looking for clothing, and it just wasn't there. So if I wanted, I could easily go into that town with a group of, we'll say, 3, have 2 people constantly make sure there's no guns spawning there, and any guns that do get moved out. And then once that happens, anyone that spawns near that area or runs down is either going to be Northwest Airfield, as in shooting, you know, with actual, like, militarized guns. But if they get the spawn near there and they run up and they're trying to loot that town to look for something really quick to go to Northwest, good luck. Because if my group is stopping the retention of any weapon there, you're not going to be able to PvP back. So that's why I'm saying, like, loot needs to be boosted just a little bit. And when I say just a little bit, use my code. Till next time, stay awesome, and peace. And before I actually click to go, my code will be linked at the bottom of this after it uploads as a video. To the GitHub, so you guys can use it on your servers if you guys have servers. Just remember, if you do modified custom bases, you actually re-add those bases from your code into my code to port it in order to use that code continuously and not remove it from people and have stuff despawn from people. Stay awesome, and peace.